So we're going to take a look at how to complete the stock research. So there's actually 3 companies that you will research. It's your choice which company you choose. So think about if you're stuck, things, places you eat, items you wear, places you shop, and just see if they are a publicly traded company. So for this example, I'm going to show you a company that's called Columbia Sportswear. So I'm going to go ahead and type it in. I would recommend using Yahoo Finance, so finance.yahoo.com. In the search bar, I'm going to go ahead and type in Columbia Sportswear, and you'll see that it pops up. And so the first thing I need to do is I need to know what the company name is. So this is Columbia Sportswear Company. The stock symbol / ticker is right after the company name. So that's right here. So their ticker is COLM. The stock exchange that they are on is the NASDAQ GS. So I would go ahead and put NASDAQ here. And the current price, so the current price is as when you are looking it up. So for me, the current price would be $83.01. I'm going to go over here and find my 52-week / year range. So if I go down a little bit, you'll see the 52-week range right down here. So it sells over the past year, a low of $73.04 and a high of $91.30. Up here, I forgot to mention this graph, really cool. I can show it. This is how it's done today. This is how the stock has done over the past 5 days, the past month. So we can see that this company is in a lower time. Over the past 6 months, year to date, so we're only a few days in, and over the past year. And so this is where that 52-week range is actually coming from also. So it's kind of good to just kind of see the general trends for that company. Okay, previous close price. So the previous close price is right up here at the top. The previous close for Columbia was $82.67. The previous close date. So today is this video is being made is the 6th of January 2025. It is a Monday, so the previous close price was from the last time that the stock market was open, and so that would be the Friday prior, because we're not open on Saturdays and Sundays. So that previous close date that I would be inputting is actually on January 3rd. If I was researching this on any other day other than a Monday, it's just going to be the day prior. So for example, if I was on the 8th doing the research, then I would put the 7th as the previous close date. All right, the open price. So the open price is today's, what did it open at? And so it opened at $82.64. And today's opening date would be today, the 6th of January. Average volume. Average volume is also found on this intro page. It's right down here. Average volume, 462,891. The PE ratio, so that is the price to earnings ratio, and that can be found right over here. PE ratio of 23.25, so $23.25. Essentially, if it is a good range on that PE ratio, just FYI, a good range is 20 to 25. If it is below that, it is good. If it is above that, that's not as good. So again, that 20 to 25 range is that target range for the PE ratio for the company. All right, dividend yield. So this is only if applicable. Not all companies provide dividends. Columbia does happen to do dividends. So we can see right here, the forward dividend and yield is 1.06 0.20, which equates to 1.45%. So you can go ahead and if you have a dividend yield, you can put in both of those. Not all companies will have one. Right below that is the ex-dividend date. So if it company does do dividends, this is the date that it last paid them on. So for Columbia, it last paid dividends on the 20th of November 2024. So you would have to have owned stock on that day to be rewarded any dividends from the company. Okay, moving on to the company profile. So if I am on the Yahoo Finance, the best place to find this is to go ahead up here at the top. You will see that it'll say profile. You go ahead and click that. You're looking for the sector and industry. So the sector for Columbia is consumer cyclical, and the industry is apparel manufacturing. So I would include both of those. Right here, the corporation headquarters, city and state. The corporation is in Portland, Oregon. And then I'm looking for the CEO or the president, their name and their income. So if I go down, we'll see key executives. The CEO and president is Mr. Timothy P. Boyle, and their income is right over here. So their pay was $1.62 million. And so that's what you would put in there for their income. Now, just a little note about their income. It does include their salary. It includes bonuses also. And typically their compensation package is also included in that. So any of their medical benefits, their retirement, all of that is included as part of that pay. All right, next section is the company financials. So company financials, if I go back up to the top, I should be able to find this. Let me see here. It's going to be up here at the top. Let me make this a little bigger. Here we go. On the side, here we go. So on the side here, it has historical data, profile, financials. So I'm going to go ahead into the financial sections. So you're looking at the taskbar on the left side. Let me sheet this down again. Here we go. All right. So the company financials, you are looking for the total revenue, the gross profit, the total expenses, and the net income. And you're using the column that says TTM. That stands for the trailing 12 months. So the past 12 months. Okay, so for Columbia Sportswear, their total revenue right here, $3,331,988. And actually, I said that wrong because the numbers are in thousands. So this is my thousands mark right here would be the thousands mark. So just FYI on that, make sure you look up here what those are. But I would go ahead and just add 1, 2, 3 more zeros onto my answer here. So really we're looking at a total revenue of $3,331,988,000. Okay. Gross profit right down here. So again, all this information is on here. Gross profit, total expenses. Where are we at? Total expenses right down here. And then the net income that we're going to use is this one right here, net income from continuing. So right there is our net income. We don't want this one down here. That one's interest. We don't want that one. So net income. All right, the last thing in the part that's going to take a little bit longer is to actually do some research. So essentially you're looking for any article on this company and then reading the article and kind of understanding just in general how their financial situation is and what your thoughts are on the company. So sometimes in the summary, you can find some recent news. You can also go here into the news section. Again, that's probably on the left panel for you. And so you can find some information about the company. So in this case, this one is SGC versus COLM, which stock should value investors by now. Don't do the ads, obviously, but you can pick any article that you're finding on here. You can Google something else, put the title, where the source is at. So let's see if, because not all of them you're going to be able to open also. Here we go. We'll do this one. So here is the title of the story of the article. The source where I'm getting it right now, I'm actually getting it from Yahoo Finance, so we can do that. We can see when that article was written. And again, I'm going to read through the article, find out a little bit more information. Okay, story continues. So I'm going to read through the article, describe why the article made you more interested in the company and investing in it. And hopefully it does, because in the end, you are looking at investing in these companies. And then right here, the general summary, describe how the corporation has done in the last year. Is there room for growth, or is the share price overvalued? Give your opinion of the stock and how you feel it will be in 4 months. So again, remember that on our main page, we have our chart of the stock, so I can see how it has been over the past year. And really just decide, hey, is this going to be a company that you're going to essentially make money off of? And so, and maybe it isn't, maybe it is, but basically these make sure that you have pretty thorough response there about the article and just a general summary of the company, why it's good or why it's not as good, and you might be surprised. Like I said, you will have 3 companies that you will be researching, so hopefully this gives you a good idea of exactly what you're looking for and where.